Reform UK was initially known as an anti-lockdown party, but it has since shifted its focus to policies that are described as common sense. The party's primary goal is to address economic reform, which includes tax reductions, faster economic growth, better wages, and more tax revenues to improve public services such as healthcare. They plan to achieve this by exempting over 6 million individuals and more than 1.2 million small enterprises and self-employed individuals from income and corporation taxes, respectively. Additionally, they have specific plans to streamline public services, achieve zero waiting lists in healthcare, focus on crime prevention and apprehension, and improve education. The party also proposes an alternative energy plan to the Westminster Net Zero plan. Their alternative program aims to leverage domestic energy assets to create jobs, revitalize industries, and reduce consumer utility bills. They also suggest nationalizing pivotal utility firms up to 50% to strengthen consumer protection. Institutional reform, particularly in the UK's electoral framework and the House of Lords, is also a priority to enhance representativeness and accountability. Reform UK attempts to win over disheartened Conservative voters by introducing policies with the wow factor. The party has gained momentum, with its support soaring from approximately 3% to 7% in opinion polls over 3 months, reflecting growing confidence within party ranks. However, critics have labelled Reform UK as a populist party with anti-conservative grumblers. Recently, in the Tamworth by-election, Reform UK's 5.4% vote share denied the Tories the seat, indicating a possible disruption to the conventional political milieu. Nevertheless, some libertarians criticised the party's policies for going against political autonomy, tax reductions, lawful governance, and opposition to cronyism. Transition from Brexit to broader issues. Initially branded as an anti-lockdown party, Reform UK focused on policies described as common sense, including tax cuts. The party aims to move beyond Brexit and widen its appeal with policies like cutting taxes for people earning less than PS 20,000 and reducing NHS waiting lists to zero. Economic policies. The party's significant policy is economic reform to foster faster growth, better wages, and increased tax revenues to improve public services like healthcare. They propose to exempt over 6 million people and over 1.2 million small businesses and self-employed individuals from paying income and corporation taxes, respectively. Public sector reforms. The party advocates for more efficient public services with specific plans like achieving zero waiting lists in healthcare, focusing police efforts on preventing crime and catching criminals, and ensuring proper education to prepare children for a competitive world. Energy strategy reforms. The party criticises the Westminster Net Zero plan as economically detrimental and ineffective in reducing emissions. Their alternative energy plan aims to utilise domestic energy resources to create jobs, make industries competitive again, and save consumers money on bills. They also propose a 50% nationalisation of key utility companies to protect consumers. Institutional reforms. The party aims to reform the UK's electoral system, the House of Lords, and other institutions to make them more representative and accountable. Appeal to discontented Conservative voters. The party's leader aims to win over disgruntled Conservative voters with new policies having the wow factor. Growing support. Over 3 months, support for Reform UK increased from 3% to 7% in opinion polls, indicating growing confidence and momentum within the party. Populist movement. Jacob Rees-Mogg branded Reform UK as an anti-conservative party of grumblers, hinting at a populist movement under Richard Tice's leadership. Electoral performance. In the Tamworth by-election, Reform UK's Tice's 5.4% vote share denied the Tories the seat, signalling a potential threat to the traditional political landscape. Other comments. Some comments from a libertarian perspective criticise the Reform Party UK's latest policy proposals as opposed to the political state, taxes, bad laws and cronyism.